What up? How's everybody doing? Holy shit, you've heard every scary story in existence, huh? That's good. It's good to know. I only nerd stream. How dare you? That's offensive. You're going in timeout. Naughty boy. Call me a nerd, will ya? I don't take that shit. I don't take that bullshit now. I don't fucking take that bullshit. It's rude. I hate how when I go from this screen to this screen, it takes a second for the chat to fucking come back up. That's so annoying. Because it'd be cool to be able to switch seamlessly between without whatever the fuck that is. Just leave it loaded, motherfucker. Stupid. Only streams nerd. Wow. The fuck are you guys talking about? You don't watch what now? Fucking bunch of stupid shit? Who cares? Quit yammering about that nonsense. Minecraft, yeah. Everything is very Minecrafty lately. You know how it is. All right, I can tell the chat is extra stupid tonight, so let's just go right into some BuzzFeed, huh? How do you feel about mayonnaise? This is supposed to be say yuck or yum to these 20 foods and will reveal how controversial your taste buds are. Now, I know mayonnaise can be a divisive food, but I don't know why. Because it's fucking delicious, bitch. Pickles, too, you know. I got a couple of friends. Galen, for instance, despises, reviles, pukes at the very mention of pickles. Do I actually think Trump's going to lose? Like, yeah. I mean, almost assuredly. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about pickles right now. We're not talking about Trump, okay? I got a lot of people I know that hate pickles. Galen hates them. Who's the other motherfucker I know that hates pickles? Well, whoever they are, they're dumb. Pickles are fucking amazing. Beets. A lot of people don't like beets, but I'll tell you what. They're right. Beets are fucking gross. Oysters? Oh my god, yes. It's just people who think they don't like oysters just don't like the texture, all right? Once you get over the fucking giant snot thing in your mouth. Okay, so black licorice. I love black licorice. I'm part of the, like 10% of the population or whatever it is that fucking loves black licorice. Blue cheese, love it. Olives, eh. Cilantro, hell yeah. Kale, hell no. Feta cheese, hell yeah. Pineapple on pizza. You know, I used to be anti-pineapple on pizza. And I still am. No, actually, I've grown to like it. Grapefruit, garbage. White chocolate, I'll be honest with you. It's not the worst in the world, but I'm definitely more anti. Chunky peanut butter, only way I eat it. Smooth peanut butter is for smooth brains. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are fucking amazing. Calamari. I'm not a fan. Quinoa, meh. I mean, I don't want to go to Loathe, but Coconut. I used to kind of hate it, but I kind of like it now. Cottage cheese. Fuck yeah. Candy corn. You got 98% controversial. You love nearly all these foods, which make your taste buds very controversial. In fact, you're practically a unicorn. But that just comes with the territory when you're an adventurous eater who's willing to try just about anything. Nothing on that list. This list is obviously fucking meant for fucking like 16-year-old girls who eat fucking like 3 things. Because like nothing on this list was crazy. Like, this is all pretty fucking normal stuff, guys. Like, nothing on here is like, whoa, that's out there. Motherfucking idiots. I can't take it no mo. Can you take it? I can't take it. Let's see. Only real foodies have eaten all 34 of these delicious breakfast foods. All right. Yep. 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 Wait, no, I haven't eaten avocado toast. I don't want to either. It looks fucking disgusting. Yep. 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 Nope. Yep, unfortunately. Yep. I make a good shakshuka, but I usually eat it for dinner. Hell yeah. Yep. Yep. No. Well, I mean, I have. I just hate it. Yep. 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 Well, goddamn, maybe I should fucking eat the avocado toast. It's the only thing I haven't eaten. Does anyone know the keyboard shortcut for the back button? Because I wanted to fucking have this full screen so I didn't have to fuck with, like, clicking back there, but... Let's see here. Dude, shakshuka is dope. It's an African dish. Basically like eggs cooked in spicy tomato sauce that you can eat on bread. I would recommend ciabatta. It's fucking dope. Put a little oil on the ciabatta bread. Dip the shakshuka in there. Oh my god, so good. So good. And you can make it spicy. I like to make mine spicy. But you don't have to. I just want to know how to go back, motherfucker. Come on. Yeah, I know that one. Close current. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Back. Alt plus left arrow or backspace will take me back. Will it, though? Doesn't seem like it did. Maybe this one will. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Dope. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it is on my menu this week. I like spicy food, but my girlfriend is allergic to flavor, lol. You gotta dump that bitch. You can't be with no bland tongue bitch. Eventually she'll drive you nuts. If you can name just 4 out of 13 of these famous people, you're officially old. The fuck does that mean? Fuck, I don't know. Damn it. I'm already fucking wrong. Oh. I don't look a goddamn thing like Judy Garland. I guess it is, though. Bloop. Alright. Yep. Alright. Okay, cool. I don't know. Cool. Alright. I don't know. Yeah, I am in my 30s. Good point, quiz. Good point. I can't eat spicy food anymore. Destroy my bladder with too much spice. Don't be a pussy, dude. Don't be weak. Don't be a fucking coward. Don't be a cowardly little worm. We're all millennials here, boy. Your bladder has a lining in it, and a shit diet fucks it up. Well, I don't have that lining anymore then. Louisiana hot sauce. Yeah, I got some of that. I got Louisiana hot sauce. I also have some Tabasco, which I prefer, but I have Louisiana hot sauce too. Gen Z. What a gay generation. What a generation of losers. Generation of cowards. Oh yeah, dude, that sounds fun. Everyone go beat the shit out of that Zoomer. It's time we show this Zoomer generation who fucking is boss. TJ, we're in a hotel right now and watching you, lol. Cool. You should go fucking desecrate the Bible. That's one of my favorite things to do in a hotel room. I remember one time me and Galen wrote some fucked up shit in the Bible, dude. We there was like some blank pages in the beginning of the Bible, so we wrote this thing called the Gospel of Mary, which was basically just like a story about like Mary shitting and pissing on people and like doing all kinds of horrible fucking scatological things. And then we drew a picture of her with her tits out. Like, I think we drew a picture of like Mary crucified with her tits out, like bleeding from the vagina or something. I don't even remember. But it was insane. And then we just put it back in there like, here you go. And I told Galen later, I'm like, I hope someone fucking like that stays in that hotel room is like in their moment of need, you know? Their time of like, I need to turn to a higher power. I need to turn to some wisdom. And they open up the Bible and they see the fucking Gospel of Mary. Oh my goodness. Really? They don't have the Bible in there anymore? Someone else might have stole it too. You haven't seen a Bible in any hotels you've stayed at? I've literally never been in a hotel that didn't have a Bible. I've been to hotels that had Bibles. I've been to hotels that had Bibles and Qurans. And I've been to hotels that had Bibles and Qurans and the Book of Mormon. And I've also been to ones that just had the Bible and the Book of Mormon. So I've never seen any other religious texts there. But usually there's at least a Bible. Usually it's in like a drawer somewhere. You gotta like open up all the drawers and try to look for it. It's probably in there some fucking where. I mean, those Bibles are actually like free to take, so you can't really steal a Bible from a hotel room, because there's the whole point of it is like it's supposed to be free. It's always like, you know, they're not gonna like charge your room for it or something. I remember after one meetup, we had a bunch of people back to a hotel room and we all tore up the Book of Mormon. Yeah. Burn it. Oh, yeah. You guys might not do that over in fucking Mesopotamia or something. I don't like this dude's weird. Might change what I've got here. Let's see. It was just some rock music or something. Genres. Rock. Right. Dark. Sure. Instrumental. Let's see. Metal. I'll say metal or alternative is fine. Or does that mean it has to be both? Oh, okay. Whatever, I'll just get rid of the fucking subgenres. We'll just see what the fuck's on here. What is love, TJ? Love is when you kick a person down the stairs and you chase after them. And when you get to the bottom, you jerk off onto their face. And then they go like, "What the hell, man?" And you go, "I don't know, I just love you." And that's love. And it's a powerful feeling. Oh, yeah, that's true. The blessed day. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. It's like, what are you, my fucking priest? Get out of here. I don't even like being told to have a good day. But now you're going to bring your fucking God into it? Ugh. Just let me have a day. I'll have a day. That's what I want. I will have a day. I don't want it to be blessed. I don't want it to be good. I just want it to be a day. That's some twisted shit, TJ. You're some twisted shit, you fucking piece of garbage. What a douche. Yeah. Who's we, Nicole? Who's we? Because I know you're you. You're Nicole. Who the fuck is the we that's there? Hey, TJ, what do you want done with your body when you die? I don't give a fuck. I'm dead. When I'm dead, you do whatever the fuck you want. That's up to Chelsea. She has custody of it. She can fucking burn it, fucking crucify it, tie it up with fucking puppet strings and make it do a little fucking dance number. Have it do some Michigan J. Frog shit for the funeral. You know? I don't know. Donate it to science. Donate it to necrophiliacs. I don't goddamn care. We is my cousin. Okay. Nicole is shagging a dude. Well, if she's shagging a dude, it's her cousin. So, you know. If she's shagging her cousin while watching me, then I think it's only proper that they name their little incest baby after me. I hope it has like a fucking another eyeball on its back. This is TJ. This is little TJ. He got an eyeball on his back. He can always see you coming. We're just kidding. It doesn't work. It's just back there. Just voted for Biden today. I feel dirty. I don't blame you. It's nasty shit. I wouldn't blame anyone. I can't blame anyone who doesn't want to. I think it's the wisest course of action, but it's such a disgusting thing to have to do that I really can't blame anybody who doesn't want to do it. That's why I don't really fucking fight about it no more. Prying open my third eye. Prying open my third eye. I want to kill myself when I'm old in the most memorable way, like having sex while jumping in a volcano, just so a news anchor will have to announce that. You basically stole this from Paul. I mean, this is Paul's volcano bit, dude. I mean, he wasn't having sex. He was just jerking off. So I guess you've at least brought it to another level, but, you know. Also, I don't know. Am I like obligated by like some kind of fucking stupid law to tell you to not even make jokes about killing yourself? Like, is that like an hour requirement for me? Don't kill yourself. It's bad. Even though you're fucking clearly joking. And don't say you're not. TJ, I watched that film Crawl earlier today and have vague recollections you talking about on Letterboxd, but couldn't find your review anywhere on it. Did I just dream this? Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck Crawl is. Hold on, let me check this out. Maybe I fucking... Crawl. Is this... It's for 2019? Oh, you know what? Yeah. I saw this. I didn't talk about this on Letterboxd, I don't think. I think I talked about it on a grease trap or something. So you're just misremembering where, I think. My best friend killed himself. All right. Awesome. Great. Thanks for that. Thanks for just putting that out there. Thanks for just putting that out there. Cheering us all up, right? I never had no one I know too close kill themselves yet. I think it's because once someone knows me, they find a reason to live. But, you know. TJ, do you think there is anyone in the world who hasn't heard of the coronavirus? I don't mean people in comas or babies. I mean people who are living their lives as usual but have not heard. I mean, like, you know, maybe some, like, tribal motherfuckers or something. You know, like, real obscure shit. Or like somewhere where there's like Ebola, you know, where like it's like they're like we don't give a fuck about COVID. We got Ebola over here, you know. We got malaria. We're fucking dying of all kinds of shit. We ain't got to worry about that. That's like a Western man's pussy disease, you know. TJ, you're a middle-aged man. Yeah, I mean, I guess that at this point I probably am. Let's see, what is middle age considered? Yeah, like when does it fucking start? Not the Middle Ages, you piece of shit. I guess there's no like official numbers. Oh. Reckoned as the years between 40 and 60. All right, so I'm not quite middle-aged by that standard. But, you know, whatever. Do you think the Amish wear masks? I have no idea. Braid my beard like a Viking? No. I'm not going for Viking. I'm going for a wizard, okay? Going fucking wizard with this. So I'll show you what I'm going for. Just in case it's not fucking obvious, I don't know. And they got a lot of fake ones. So yeah, that dude has it. Basically just think fucking Gandalf or Saruman, you know? Oh yeah, that's cool. If I could look like this guy by the time I'm whatever age he is, that'd be I'd be good with that. Yeah, Dumbledore's got a pretty dope beard. Gandalf's got a pretty dope beard. This guy, I mean, I like his beard. I don't really necessarily like it with the fucking style he's rocking. Well, you know, honestly, like, I kind of wear shirts like this, and I sometimes wear hats like this. So if I'm going to get this beard, I need to fucking start leaning more into this dude's style and kind of abandon some of this kind of shit. That works. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going for one of these fucking big motherfucker. Okay, now that's fucking crazy. Now, the thing is that beards, I guess, at some point, your beard will, like, terminate, right? Like, for some people, anyway. Like, they can't grow a beard beyond a certain length. But I think mine will just keep growing. I'm not sure. I have a sense that it'll grow. But yeah, I'm going for, like, some crazy shit. I'm tired. I mean, like, I'm not doing my hair long anymore. So now I figure I'll do my beard super long. But, you know, looking at more of these fucking Gandalf pictures and shit, I'm thinking, man, maybe I should grow that hair out a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like it looks pretty good with the bald dude, too, which is what I originally was fucking going to do. So originally, I was just going to fucking embrace this fucking shit here. That's why I shaved my head. I was like, all right, shaving my head. We're just going to grow the beard out long. Because I was trying to get to this guy. I'd never seen this specific guy before, but you know. Like, I wanted to fucking, you know, this is like the look I was going for. But then Chelsea's like, no, you can't have no hair. You got to fucking grow your hair out. I'm like, oh, I don't want to, though. And she's like, you got to do it just for me. I'm like, all right, you know what? Fine. But you got to fucking get a boob job. You got your tits out to here. And she's like, all right, I'll do it. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm going to grow my hair out. She's going to get giant quadruple X size tits that just are ridiculous and, like, stick out this far. It's crazy stuff. So, you know, the reason I'm not going to... Yeah, the reason I don't want to grow my hair long again is because it is an interminable pain in the ass. It's just ludicrous to take care of. It sucks dick. It's just, like, it's hideous. I can't do it. It's brutal. It's just like... I mean, interminable really is the word because it's fucking... nonstop. TJ got pee-whipped? Yeah, you're damn right, dude. You're goddamn right. Because you know what I mean, honestly, here's real life for you. There's there's three fucking relationships you can have to women. Okay? There's 3 relationships. This is it. These are your choices. Okay? So, choice number 1, you can be an incel. Right? Or maybe you'd be Volcel, whatever. Or MGTOW, or whatever the fuck. Basically just like, I don't need no woman. And you go off. And you're just like, fuck bitches, I ain't even messing with that shit. I'm just a man on his own. Now, I think the cons and pros of that, whatever, you can weigh them out in your own minds. So the next thing you can do is be an abusive, controlling, manipulative piece of shit. It's like, where was you, bitch? Fucking goddamn it, where's my fucking dinner on the table? Fuck, blah, 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 blah. Fuck you, piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. It's violence. It's fucking turmoil. It's acrimony. It's suffering. Okay? The third option is you can be a little bit pussy whipped. Now, the thing is, you gotta ride a line, right? You have to be just pussy whipped enough to satisfy. But you can't be so pussy whipped that it's like all the time. You gotta fucking have just enough grumpiness and resistance where she knows she can get her way, but she knows it's gonna be a pain in the ass to do it. If you strike that balance, then you're gonna be happy in life, okay? You know, just recognize that you're gonna lose. Recognize that whatever the fuck happens, it's ultimately gonna go her fucking way. But put up enough of a fight that, for the most part, she'd rather be doing other shit and leaving you alone. Because if you're too much of a fucking pussy, she'll just run everything. She'll run your entire life. She'll turn you into a fucking little... I mean, she'll turn you into Steve Shives. You know what I mean? You'll turn into Steve Shives, and you'll just be a whipped puppy, and eventually she's not even going to want your ass anymore because you're just going to be such a little pussy. You know? Because now you're not even a man in her eyes anymore. You're just like, yes, dear. Yes, dear. You don't want to get to that. You know, you got to strike like the... I hate to fucking use it as a fucking example because I don't even watch sitcoms, but like you got to strike that Raymond level, dude. Get to that Raymond place. Get to that everybody loves Raymond level of like, you know, I'm enough of a handful that you're not going to constantly trying to be micromanaging me, but I'm compliant enough that like, you know, we can live reasonably and peacefully together. You know what I mean? Find the balance, yes. Find the fucking balance. Don't be Steve Shives, but don't be fucking Ike Turner, you know? You got to find, because, you know, there's... And in that middle ground is the place I like to call pussy whipped. And really, when you think about it, is it really so bad to be whipped by a pussy? And come on. You know, really think about it visually for a second. It's really not too insulting of a fucking phrase, man. So yeah, you're damn right. I'm pussy whipped. Rather be that than abusive. But, you know, I'm also... I don't know what you'd call the extent that I'm talking about. I mean, it's just different levels of pussy whipped, really. The only difference between me and, like, Steve Shives on this is just, like, he's clearly lost the ability to ever fucking put his foot down. I guess I shouldn't... I don't know what his fucking relationship's like. I'm just, you know... But we know what I'm talking about, right? You know, there's just dudes who get run by women. And there's women who get run by dudes. And it always, like, you've seen how that fucking wraps up, right? If you got one of these relationships where one person, like, runs the whole show, and the other person just like, yes, 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 yes. That shit never fucking lasts, dude. That shit's bound to fucking fail. It's bound to fail when either the person who's like totally in control just loses respect after the other person and just like, you're just a fucking doormat and a little bitch. I ain't got no respect for you. And then they run roughshod over that person, over the weaker person. And it could be the male or the man or the woman or whatever the fuck. You know, or whatever gender identity. Doesn't fucking matter. Just one partner totally dominates the other. Eventually the dominant partner either loses all respect for that person and, just like, takes them completely for granted, all that stuff. Or the person who's getting fucking, getting run, eventually they just snap and they're like, fuck you, you piece of shit. You're a manipulative, fucking abusive, psychotic asshole. And then that's how that fucking plays out. So, yeah, try to find a balance. TJ, I have the opportunity to sue a doctor for medical malpractice for a complication of a surgery I got. Should I go for it and risk lawyer's fees and all? I mean, it could not hurt to at least talk to a lawyer and listen to what the lawyer has to say and ask them about timelines and ask them about financial commitments and all that kind of stuff. Really, honestly, if you have a case, the lawyer will agree to just work for a percentage. And, it's going to be a larger percentage than you probably like. But if you've really got a case, the lawyer will be willing to work for that percentage. If they're not willing to work for that percentage, that means you don't have a case and they're just trying to bilk you out of your own money. So I just say, I'd do it, but only if you can find a lawyer who will do it for a percentage of the fucking lawsuit. Oh, yeah, I'll do it, but I'm going to, 40% goes to me. It's like, all right. Fair enough. Because if they're willing to do that, that means they see money in it. And that means if they see money in it, they're lawyers. They know where there's money. If they see money in it, then there is money in it. Follow that money, the money comet. I laughed so hard at the Ghostface who ate too much Olive Garden edit. Yeah. That was a fun one. I've not even watched the whole episode yet. I watched the first hour and a half the other night. Then I had other stuff I had to do. I wanted to go work on my book and shit. I've been doing this thing. Been writing this novel. I'm trying to resist the urge to go and edit it before I'm finished. Because everything just says yeah, write it all out first. Edit it afterwards. Don't try to do it as you go, Because that's how you get delayed. That's how you get held up. Go into writing mode, get it written out, then go into editing mode, and then edit it. But man, does that drive me fucking insane. Because I know there's problems with what I got that need desperate attention, but I'm like, fuck. Everyone all the writers say, don't fucking edit as you go. I mean, maybe there's a few exceptions. There's no universally agreed upon rules for how to write fiction or something, but oof. I see the wisdom in it because it's definitely moving along a lot faster than it would be if I was trying to edit on the fly. I'm shocked at the fucking progress. Just I always want to be a writer, but I was always fucking too slow. And I think the reason I've always been too slow is because I'm always trying to make everything perfect as I go. And letting go of that, it's wow, now it's just coming out. When am I trying to release it? I have no idea because I really don't even know how long it's going to be. I don't even know if it's going to be one book or more than one book. I just I'm not deep enough in it to really understand what I'm going to need to tell the fucking story. I just don't know. There's a shit ton of fucking backstories that need to be told. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done in the book. Because there's the main story, but there's also a fucking super fleshed out backstory that really has to be gotten into. I don't know. Dude, I tried so many times to write a fucking outline. And I'm so glad I didn't. Because stuff just doesn't come out the way I plan. Like, things just happen in the moment writing. Like, no matter what I think about, I can sit around, I can carefully. I don't usually write it out, but I'll fucking think about for a long time, like, what I want to accomplish in this upcoming bit of writing I'm going to do. This is what generally is going to happen. And then something will happen right there as I'm just typing away that was never accounted for, never planned for. And it's like, well, what do I do? Do I say, like, oh, no, that's not the direction that my outline says, so I'm not even going to pursue that because we got to stay on course. And I mean, I see some wisdom in that, but usually when I really look at it, I'll come to that crossroad. It's like, well, here's what I had planned, and then here's what just happened in the scene. And I'll say to myself, like, what just happened in the scene is better. It's like a more elegant way of fucking doing it. It's a more eloquent way of fucking doing it. It's more interesting. It's more dynamic. It keeps things fucking going. I'm just going to go with that. And then the moment I make that decision, my entire outline would be like, all right, now I got to go revise my outline again. Because I just fucking broke the outline for the 5th time. So that's why I don't have a fucking outline. Here's what I have. I have characters that I know their histories. And I know I know where I want them to begin. I know generally sort of where I want them to go in the between, and I know where they begin. I know where they begin and end, and I know kind of the middle. The middle is way more vague. But here's what I'm figuring. Like, most novels fall apart in the middle because of that very phenomenon I just talked about, where it's like, okay, well, I have a clear idea of the beginning, I have a clear idea of the end, but I don't have a clear idea of the middle. And so most writers, when they get to the middle, they're like, fuck, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing here. And I figure that's probably going to happen to me. But I figure when that happens, I'll just start having a character tell their fucking backstory, because I know those. That's just a little mini story within the story. So if I'm like, the middle is lagging, then I can just switch to this other story, and then, while that story's going on, I'll just move the narrative forward and just leave shit unexplained if I can't figure out a fucking reason for it. Do a time jump. I learned that from fucking Quentin Tarantino, by the way. He's always say, like, yeah, when I write myself into a corner, I just change, just jump to a different time, Oh, I don't know what to do from here, so 5 years later, 2 months earlier, whatever the fuck. Just move the story somewhere else chronologically. So that's what I'm doing. I'm excited. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Is the sci-fi book set in a Blade Runner type world? No. No, the world I have is not very Blade Runner-ish. Not really, no. So I won't tell you too much about the world, because it's way too early for me to talk about shit like that. But I will tell you what's on the playlist. So what's on the playlist is like a lot of fucking 80s. A super fucking high amount of like 80s rock. Money for Nothing by I can't remember their name because I'm too high. Dire Straits. A few Pantera songs. Quiet Riot. A lot of fucking 80s rock. I find that I write really easily to that. And I find that because I'm writing to that, it is coloring the mood of the writing itself. So I find that there's like definitely a little bit of an 80s-ish tinge coming across in the writing. It's almost become like a sort of like an exaggerated 80s movie in my mind. But I'm not overtly doing that. I'm not aiming for that, but I've noticed that it's kind of happening. Yeah, Dio's on the list. Holy Diver and Rainbow in the Dark are both in rotation while I'm writing this shit. So yeah, those are on my list. So a lot of that's kind of like coming together in the fucking work itself. See, the thing about it is, Coolman, I don't want anything on the playlist that I don't already have like a super amount of familiarity with. Like, I would never put a song on the playlist that would, if I listen to something that's like novel to me, even in the slightest, then that's going to distract me from writing. So everything I play has to be so familiar to me that it can be total background and I'm not paying overt attention to it. I can't play new stuff. I can't play stuff that has any fucking novelty value left to me at all. I have to listen to stuff that's like so sort of background for me. Like so old hat, like so fucking ingrained in the very essence of my being that it just is not going to distract me from in the slightest from what I'm writing. That's what I've found with that shit. So there's not going to be anything new added. There's not going to be anything that's like, here's a suggestion or whatever. I can't do it. It's like my domain. What's the voting for the special offer episodes? It was supposed to happen nearly a month ago. I don't fucking know. That's not even my department. I don't know. I would write the Patreon about it. Like, write to the runner of the Patreon. Which is, yeah, go ahead. TJ, are you going to debate Vosh on overpopulation? Do you think tech advancements will make population less destructive, or is it an inevitable issue? I don't really, I've not made plans to debate Vosh on overpopulation, but I have a willingness to do that. I'm definitely willing to debate overpopulation. You know? I can't write while I listen to music because I end up typing lyrics. Well, that's the thing is, like, it's too distracting. Usually, I mean, like, try listening to stuff that you're super familiar with that's, like, you can just easily have become background shit and see if you still have that issue. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I don't really presume to tell anyone else how to fucking get into the zone to fucking write shit, because writers are all fucking different. Everybody's got to have their own fucking approach. We got resources for like another 4 billion people, I think. I don't know. That seems a little optimistic to me. Like, what does that mean, resources for another 4 billion people? Like, I have a pantry that, like, do we have sustainable, like, not every resource is sustainable. So, like, if you're talking about, like, food production or something like that, like, first of all, we're not even effectively feeding everyone that's alive now. So, like, I mean, I don't understand. It seems like purely hypothetical to me that we could feed 4 billion more people. We're not even successfully feeding everyone that's on this planet. And yeah, we can sit there, oh, well, that's only because of this or only because of that. It's like, okay, well, fine. But until we've solved those issues, contributing more people to this planet is fucking insane. Like, if we get to a point where we're easily sustaining everyone that's here now, and everyone has like a fucking bare minimum standard of living and food and clothing and shelter and all that shit and everything, okay. Everyone's taken care of. Hey, let's have the fucking 4 billion more people conversation, you guys. But like, we haven't even met that benchmark. This is like a fucking a dad who can't feed his 3 kids who's like, oh, I've got another pair of twins on the way. And it's like, don't worry, theoretically I couldn't feed them all. It's like, well, what? You're not feeding 2 of those already. I don't get it. So yeah, I mean, until we were meeting that criteria, I don't even really see the point in arguing that. Like, I'm not here to listen to the idea we can support 4 billion more people when we can't support the 6.4 whatever. I'm sorry, 7.6 billion, something like that. You're right, but we can still work towards that. I mean, I ain't no problem with working towards it. Work towards it. Fucking by all means, let's work towards it. I mean, that's what I'm fine with that. I totally am in agreement there. Let's get it in order. My niece told me if you adopt a kid, you get a $15K tax credit. I guess to incentivize that. Capitalism, it's what's holding us back from feeding everyone. I mean, I pretty much agree with you on that. I don't really have any argument there. But we haven't defeated capitalism, so what are we talking about adding more people for? Like, we haven't met the benchmark. Meet the benchmark. Solve the problem of resources. And when you've solved that, it's like, okay, yeah, cool, we can add more. But until you've solved that, it's like, what are you doing? This is just irresponsible. The one-child policy for China didn't work. What other realistic method of controlling population do we have, though? Well, why didn't it work? Because my understanding of why it didn't work, and this is, I've not done heavy research into this. I've, like, overheard some shit. Just to preface any ignorance here. But my understanding of why that didn't work, and I'm sure someone out here has a superior understanding to me on this, but my understanding, now that I've prefaced it a million times, is that, you know, it was like a matter of the Chinese people don't like girls. I mean, like, it's way more of like an honor to have a son than a daughter or whatever in China. So they're sexist. And so because of that, if they had a daughter, they're like, oh, no, this is fucking bullshit. I want a son. So then they would, like, you know, either cheat the system or, you know, or they'd fucking end up killing their daughter somehow to get to you know, to have a son or whatever. And then there was, like, way more, as a result, boys than there were girls, which led to some real fucking unforeseen social consequences. You know, a lot of fucking, you know, dudes running around with no chance of fucking finding a wife, or, girlfriend or whatever the fuck. And so that kind of breaks down the social order to some extent. That's it, right? I mean, that's what caused it. Or is there other problems? It's more that boys can better provide for the family than girls. Okay, fucking rock on. But, nonetheless, even if that's the case, it's still because of sexism in the fucking society. Because in a society that's not sexist, women would have every same amount of ability to fucking bring home the bacon. Right? So, whatever. Sexism either way. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other kind of bullshit. Society is better in smaller numbers like smaller towns and cities, not large cities with millions of people get lost in the system. Well, the thing is, it's fine if the system works. Because we've all seen cities that are well run and cities that are run fucking shitty. So we know. The loyal 32, 45, whatever it is, 60. What is this? Oops. A little less loud, please. Yeah. I'm back. Shut up. To make progress on certain fronts. And that's why I think, so I don't know. One child policy could probably work. I think, in our society, probably something more like a tax credit or like a tax penalty for every child you have, instead of like, oh yeah, you get all this money you get all this tax cuts for having a kid. It's like, nope, no, you're taxing you're fucking putting your kid on the system. Oh, we're gonna have to fucking jack your taxes up, buddy. You know what I mean? Something like that. But that would be a solution within a capitalist system, which is way more punishment and reward based, which is not really super what I'm into. So I think it's probably easier to just deal with the underlying psychological issues that plague our species and just like try to figure out like, hey, let's like not do this sexist shit, and then maybe we can like behave more rationally if we don't have like all of these weird biases built in towards one another. Maybe we could work together more successfully. I don't know. Crazy idea. People who can't afford kids definitely should not be having them. Yeah. I mean, it takes a crazy amount of resources. And the cost is fucking astronomical. I just don't... I just think it's gross at this point. When I think about how overpopulated the planet is. It's like, oh God, more, really? Like, just for your own ego? That's it? Like, you're willing to just fuck us all to have your little ego monument? Like, this isn't responsible just because, like, oh, I got this biological urge and stuff. It's like, oh my God. Fuck you. Don't do it. Don't bring it into this world. We're going to run this planet into the ground, then get our asses to Mars. Yeah. Well, in my book, we have moved on to Mars. I'll give you guys that. We've basically just moved to Mars as like our new base of operation. Like, starting over, new planet. Oops. Now we fucked this one up. Running out of good space in the solar system. We might have to switch solar systems next time. Will we find ghosts on Mars from that movie I've never seen? I sure hope not. Do I hate religious people who have a bunch of kids? Because it's like so fucking obvious that they're just trying to like win some ideological war just by like outbreeding the competition. Like, oh yeah, you're going to see. We're going to control this fucking the future because there's more of us. That's why we got to have like 19 kids. Like, just stop. Stop this weird flex you're doing. Wouldn't it be easier to stop climate change than terraforming a planet for humanity to escape to? Well, in my book, it's not fucking climate change that fucking ultimately destroys the Earth, but whatever. I'm writing a fucking little sci-fi book. It's not really realistic. The folks who have the most children tend to be too poor to pay taxes, though. We should reward people for fewer children. That risk people keeping their kids off the books, though. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be... You got to fucking be mindful of these negative repercussions. This is once again why, like, okay, yeah, punishment, carrot and stick shit is good, but, like, really, bringing humanity to a state where we can rationally discuss these things with one another and, like, come to reasonable conclusions, like, that would be a lot better. Just saying. Like, if we actually, like, if people were actually reasonable. But I guess they're not, so yeah, I mean, if you got to figure out some kind of carrot and a stick, you got to be careful how you do it, because, you know, you don't want to inadvertently create some other fucking problem. So... But that's the fucking benefit of trying to get people to actually think rationally. Because if you do that, then you don't have to figure out this like complex system of carrot and sticks. You can just like have a reasonable conversation with them. Like, here's why we're not going to do this thing. What? Okay, so look, we're going to wear masks on our faces. Okay, we're going to put a mask on our face. All right, and that's going to protect me from the virus. No, it's not going to protect you from it. It's going to protect others. See? So if you've been infected with the virus and you wear the mask, then you don't get others sick. Well, I ain't sick. I ain't sick, though. It's like, well, you might be, because a lot of people don't know they're sick, but they're just spreading the germs. This is fascism. This is fascism. See, if we could fucking get rid of that person, whoop, you know, things would be better. And, like, we can't just get rid of that person for obvious reasons. That's wrong. So, the alternative is we got to fucking make that person as smart as we can possibly get them. And, like, say, like, hey, reasonableness is what we like now. No more craziness. No more, ha ha ha. Like, here's what reason is. Here's what logic is. I mean, you don't have to get them all. Just enough to fucking make society reasonable. We can manage like a 20 to 30% fringe of crazies, maybe. But the rest of us have to be 100% on board with like, okay, we're just going to come up with reasonable fucking idea. Like, okay, here's what makes sense, so that's what we're going to do. You know? And we can still have our little tribal shit too, but like, let's come together on reason. Let's do the tribal shit over the stuff that's subjective, and let's all agree on objective fucking reality and address that as reasonable fucking people. You know what I mean? I've got to be insane even fucking talking about this shit. Because we don't, this isn't like this version of humanity. Like, just picture it in your fucking head. Minecraft. Back in the day, we thought the internet would make people smarter. Oh my God, yeah. Wasn't that a daydream? Like, wow. Look at all this information. We call it the information superhighway. The information superhighway. Wow, it sounded so cool. Like, whoa. This is going to up the collective IQ of our entire species. Oh, nope. Nope. Because information superhighway also can be disinformation and misinformation superhighway. And now every crazy person has found every other crazy person, and they've formed a little crazy person club. So they're no longer the fucking town crazy or the fringe motherfucker on the outskirts or the dude screaming in the park anymore. Now they've got a fucking collective. They think the earth is flat or whatever the fuck. So yeah, the internet. That fucked shit up. Isn't this just Star Trek again? Yeah, basically. Because that's really the fucking solution, you guys. I don't know. I just don't see a different solution. Like, you can either just, like, manage stupid people forever and, like, come up with, like, convoluted systems of incentive and shit to make them do or don't do things. And you could just maintain that till the end of fucking time. Or you could just teach people to be fucking reasonable. And you could, like, try to fucking actually value intelligence and stuff. Education. Put real resources into developing, like, decent, cognitively well-developed, mentally stable human beings. Like, maybe that's the answer. I don't know. But then you say something like that, it's like, oh, eugenics. It's like, okay. Sorry, I don't even... Off the table. You're right. It's led to some bad places ethically, so that's off. But what's not off is education, right? What's not off is fucking doing everything we can possibly do to make sure that people get proper nutrition and proper education and all that stuff. To make sure that they're the best possible people they can fucking be, because guess what? That's a net benefit to all of society, right? A society full of smart, conscientious people is better than a society full of fucking selfish, malevolent people. Go fucking figure. So, yeah. It's just a slippery slope thing, MDX fiend, sorry. Dyslexia is showing. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a slippery slope, dude. You dip a toe in that shit, and then the next thing you know, it's fucking Gattaca or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? This open ocean background gives me anxiety, bro. Good. Yeah, embrace the chaos. Embrace the anxiety. I like your idea of offering a huge tax credit to people who get mastectomies. I'm not into it anymore. Because I started thinking about it, and it's really just kind of like, it's another thing where it just like incentivizes rich people to just breed and breed and breed, and they're the worst people among us. Like within this system, the people who are rich in this system are pieces of shit. Because you almost have to be. I'm not saying every fucking single rich person's a piece of shit, but most, a lot of them are. So, I just don't know. I don't know if I want to incentivize them to be the ones that breed. How do you feel about Vosh calling Paul a grifter / stupid for not seeing the difference between the paths Biden and Trump will lead the country down? Look, Paul gives it as well as he fucking takes it in that category, right? Everybody knows Paul has fucking is just as likely to call someone stupid for falling for the Biden grift or whatever the fuck, So that argument's heated on both sides. I don't really view it. It's not a heated argument for me. It's gotten heated with Paul because he's very passionate about it. But like inherently for me, it's not a very. I'm not passionate about the fucking argument. I'm not passionate about it because I don't think the difference is tremendous. I just don't think it's big enough difference to fucking really have this passionate argument about. So I'm kind of a centrist on it. Because Paul kind of just looks Democrats, Republicans, and says, this is the same shit, whatever, fuck this. I look at it, and, I pretty much agree. Like, yeah, pretty much the same, but there's a few differences, so I guess it's probably slightly worth it to vote for these guys over these guys. It's like some of their shit is a little better. Like, social issue-wise, I mean, whatever. I understand that they're using wedge issues to control me, and that they're just trying to keep people trapped in this duopoly. But we're just already trapped in it. Not participating in it isn't getting us out of it. So there's got to be some other way out of it. Or maybe there's just no way out of it. Either way, either way, I see that as a fucking reason to participate. So whatever, I'll participate in that. But at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of bullshit. So whatever. I don't really give a fuck. Vote, don't vote. I'm not super passionate about what you fucking do. I've told you the reasons why I think it's better to vote, but if you don't buy them and you're just like, I ain't fucking doing that, I just like, all right, I tried, fuck you. See, I think Biden is worse because Trump isn't effective at regime change war. I mean, neither was fucking George W. Bush. But he still got us into them. We act like Trump's not saber rattling against people right now. And of course, he said some wild shit. He's told some of these countries, we'll fucking stomp a mud hole in your ass. You'll be fucking annihilated with weapons the likes of which have never been seen or conceived of on this earth. Your cities will burn, your children will weep. It's like that's the Trump mantra, when a country is he wants to threaten somebody. He goes all out with it. So you mean to tell me that there's no way that could lead to a fucking war? Remember how fucking shit got heated with Iran? It's still heated with Iran. So I don't know about that. I don't know why the fucking Republicans are, I literally don't. I'm sure it's known there's the reason why, but I don't get what the fucking Republican drive is to maintain some kind of super nasty antagonistic relationship with Iran. Like, why? Like, I thought, especially with Trump being like, yeah, we're done with all this fucking war shit. We're done with all this war of fucking regime change or whatever the fuck. So then why are we fucking still fucking talking shit with Iran? Like, we buried this fucking hatchet pretty much. And Trump comes back, he's like, no, fuck that. Let's inflame this shit again. It's like, why? I don't understand the not passing of stimulus. I do. Well, let me help you out. The Republicans don't want to pass the stimulus because they're Republicans. The Democrats don't really want to pass the stimulus because they don't want anything good to happen while Trump is still president that he can take credit for. So that you're fucked. There's not going to be a stimulus. Neither of these parties wants to do that. Because the Democrats realize if we pass this fucking stimulus, and let's see if you can identify the problem here once again. If we pass this fucking stimulus now, Trump's going to fucking take total credit for it, and it's going to boost him. Because he's going to fucking write a fucking executive order that his name has to be on every fucking check or some shit. He's going to do that shit again. You know? We're not having that. So fuck this. We got to fucking stall the stimulus until after the fucking election. So that's what the Democrats are doing. And why are they doing it? Because there's a good chance, because the election's fucking close. And there's a good chance that if they fucking pass the stimulus while Trump is still president, a fucking nice big chunk of Americans will be like, oh, Trump really is a good leader. And go to Trump. So once again, the problem here is fucking stupid people. Because if the Democrats didn't have to worry about some of the fucking people they've hoodwinked into voting for them being so dumb that they'll switch fucking sides at the drop of a check that they think Trump gave them, you know? So that's why it's not going to happen, dude. It's just not going to fucking happen. You're not going to see a stimulus until after this fucking election. When it's decided who the president is, you'll probably see fucking some kind of fucking token stimulus. You know, when we know for a fucking fact it's Trump or it's Biden, then we'll probably see some kind of stimulus. Hell, they'll probably do it just to calm people the fuck down. You know, look, we're sorry, everybody. We're sending everybody a check. We're sending everybody a check, okay? Here's your fucking check for fucking dealing with this. But you ain't seen it till that happens. Stalling the stimulus only helps Republicans' chances of getting elected. Maybe. I don't fucking know. I really don't think so. I think that the thought here is that the people blame Trump. Especially the dumbest voters. Like, think about the mind of the dumbest voter. The mind of the dumbest voter, just whatever's happening in the country, good or bad, the buck stops with the president. Which in some contexts is a good thing. You do want responsibility to ultimately come down to the president, but like, you cannot fucking literally attribute any good or bad thing happening at any given time in America on the president. And that's how the stupidest voter thinks. I'm broke and I ain't got no food. Fuck the president. Ooh, the president sent me a check. Yay, president. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that the Democrats are right. Strategically, politically strategically. Now, obviously, my personal opinion is this stimulus should have just been one of these issues that's just passed bipartisanly. Because it's just reasonable. It's just rational. But, you know, we don't have a reasonable populace. We don't have a reasonable fucking electorate. We don't have a reasonable fucking leaders. So fucking whatever. They just want to play politics with it. You know, if either of them could be trusted to put that shit aside and do what was right, then the stimulus would have been no issue. It would have just been like, they would have just come together and been like, look, as a gesture of bipartisan support for the American people, that we, the two parties, are putting our fucking animosities aside to get this stimulus passed. Can you imagine? Like, who? Both sides would love that. Both sides would be like, okay, thank God they came together on this fucking important issue. But they can't come together even on shit like that. You know? Like, we're not even talking about, like, destiny of America shit when it comes to shit like that. We're just talking about, like, doing the reasonable thing in the moment to deal with a fucking existent problem. And we as a country, like, consistently cannot fucking do it. We cannot do it. We cannot come together and do the reasonable thing in any instance. This country is fucked. How did America even make it as a country? We are so dumb. Honestly, America's dumbness has, at various points in our history, been kind of an advantage for us. Because, like, America as a country is sort of just like a big dumb brute. It's just a big old fucking thug of a country that just goes around and fucking pushes people around like, oh, I'm the biggest fucking piece of shit you got. I'm fucking the biggest, most economically successful motherfucker ever, bitch. Fuck you. I run this whole motherfucking planet, motherfucker. And now it's like, ooh, China's fucking looking pretty tough these days. Oh, shit. I still run this motherfucker, though, right? So I was like, oh, yeah, sure, you run. You run from me, motherfucker. Oh. Amy Comey Barrett doesn't believe in climate change, lol. Yeah, she probably believes in fucking Jesus, though, huh? I mean, Biden's probably going to win based on the polling. I don't think the polling is inaccurate. You know, could Trump win? Yeah. You know, if you believe the fucking numbers at 538, which traditionally have been pretty accurate, Trump's got about a 12% chance of winning. That's not a 0% chance. He could win. You know, you roll a fucking 10-sided fucking die. There's a good chance you're going to fucking have a number that's between 1 and fucking... You're not. There's like a 1 in 10 chance you're gonna have 10. You know, are you gonna roll it or not? And that's the fucking Trump roll. Could that happen? Fuck yeah, it could happen. Is that what's likely to happen? No. But who fucking knows, man? This is America. Crazy shit happens. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know if it'll be called on the night of. I know a lot of people have said that you can let go of the hope that that'll happen. Sorry, I was responding to somebody. So this dude sent me this thing. He sent me this thing. He's like, here's what Vosh said, TJ. Here's what Vosh said. And he sends me this thing where Vosh is like talking about how you can't, you know, like how like when Trump is asked to condemn white supremacists, he's like, I condemn white supremacists, but even more than that, I condemn Antifa. Antifa. I condemn white supremacists and Antifa, you know? And Vosh is like, you know, you're putting these two things on the same level. They're just not on the same level. Like in terms of like the danger they pose to civilization, all this other stuff, like one of these is way more dangerous. And, you know, so you're diluting it. And this guy, now you might agree with Vosh's argument or you might not. I don't really give a fuck. But this guy is like not even understanding the argument. He's coming at me like, Vosh is saying you can't be against two extremes. Vosh is saying you're not allowed to be against one extreme and another extreme. It's like, it's not a matter of that, dude. It's a matter of like diluting this shit by comparing two things that just don't belong in the same category. Like, I'm against rape and jaywalking. You know? Like, wait. Why would you even put those two things together? Are you saying that jaywalking is as bad as rape, or are you saying that rape is no more serious than jaywalking? Like, why is there? There's a weird equivalence now. Like, imagine if fucking someone kept going to me and saying, "Are you against rape?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm against rape, but I'm also against jaywalking." And I start pivoting into like this thing about jaywalking. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, you psycho? But yeah, you can be against jaywalking and you can be against fucking rape. But it's weird when you're fucking constantly like lumping them together automatically. So, yeah. I was just having that fucking stupid argument. I need something to fucking drink, dude. I don't know if Chelsea's still watching this, but if she is, Chelsea, thirsty, baby. Chelsea, I'm thirsty. Vosh's argument is objectively true, so you really should agree with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Like when he sent it to me, I didn't even understand. The clip that he sent me was so innocuous that I literally didn't even know what his objection was to it. I'm like, he's like, so this is your fucking great friend Vosh. It's like, first of all, we're not fucking friends. We're not bosom buddies. I fucking had a couple conversations I thought were interesting. But sorry, I got distracted. Chelsea started jiggling her tits. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I can't fucking talk and look at that at the same time. I'm just like, whoa. Biden is a better opponent as I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about anymore. I can just see tits in my fucking. I can't. Baby, you've done tit mesmerize me here. I can't escape the moment of the tits. Yeah, see? We had a good conversation. That's great. But I don't know why I got to answer for the motherfuckers like every fucking thing he says, especially when it's just like innocuous shit like that. Like, what he said was perfectly goddamn reasonable there. I didn't even know what the fuck was wrong with it until I got to explain to me, like, what's the objection here? He's like, dude, obviously, blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, what? This is a totally incorrect fucking interpretation of the goddamn thing he said. So fuck you. Get out of here. Fucking intellectual lightweight motherfucker, dude. Oi, cunt. Oi, cunt. Oh, yeah. The first time someone mentioned Vosh, I did what I always do when they mention somebody. I was just like, Vosh? Who the fuck? I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Vosh. Shove your fucking Vosh up your fucking ass, you cock-sucking motherfucker. Let me ask you. You know when I'll give a shit about Vosh? When Vosh is me. Because I only give a fuck about myself, bitch. Like, I did some shit like that. TJ, don't you know when you talk to someone, you have to not only agree with everything they say, but if they say something wrong, answer for it? Yeah, like, when did I sign up for that shit? Now every time you got a fucking issue with Vosh, I gotta fucking argue for Vosh. Like, when I didn't sign up to be no fucking Vosh sycophant, dude. I like Vosh. He's got good content. But, like, that's as far as it fucking goes. Describe them, TJ. Describe what? The boobs? The boobies? That's where mine still is, anyway. What the fuck is this garbage-ass song that's playing? Shut up. You suck. All right. Are you a Vosh simp? Yeah, dude. Simping. Simping ain't easy. I think my favorite quote of yours is, if someone has more subs than me, they're compensating. If you got less, they're pathetic. If they have the same amount, they're copying me. Well, it was a little different. I always said that anyone who has more subs than me is a total fucking sellout. Or more views, or whatever the fuck. Anybody who's doing better than me, sellout piece of shit. Garbage. They sold out. If someone has less than me, it's like... insignificant worm. Who cares what they think? Who cares what they say? If someone has the same amount, then it's like, fuck them. Piece of shit. So yeah. But yeah, you're essentially right. You're right. The spirit is the same. I just wanted to fucking go into my very specific fucking verbiage on it. Verbiage? Verbiage? I don't know. Reminds me of the old Carlin joke where every other driver is an idiot or a maniac. Yeah, it is exactly like that. Yeah. See, I'm just the perfect amount. I sold out just enough that I have somewhat of an audience, but I've kept it real enough that I'll never be fucking mainstream YouTube shit. I'll never give you a fucking tour of my fucking Lamborghini or whatever the fuck. I think audiobooks, a lot of times, man, for me, it really depends on who's reading the motherfucker. Like, I feel like some of these books, they ought to have, like, multiple choice on this fucking read. You know what I mean? Like, I'd buy, like, you know, sell a few different versions of this motherfucker. Like, would it really be that hard to do? I guess it is more expensive. But, like, especially for, like, a super popular book, because there's been books where it's just, like, I'll listen to a sample of the guy I have to listen to, and I'm like, I don't want to listen to that motherfucker for fucking 16 hours. You know? Theodore Pikeman was... I'm like, I don't like when they sound old. I don't like the old sounding motherfuckers, I'll be honest with you. I always just feel like I'm here, because, like, I always, like, my mind is kind of trained to be like, uh-oh, Grandpa's telling one of his long-winded stories now. You know, so it makes the book sound boring, even if it's not. I don't like dudes who are dorky that try to, like, act. Like, if you're going to fucking just have a dorky-ass voice, don't try to act the book out. You know what I mean? Like, just read it straight. I can handle it then. Like, if, like, hey, a dork's reading to me, whatever. But, like, I can't take it when the fucking dorky dude is like, and then, you know, I'll just fucking pick a series. And then, Harry Dresden attacked the goblin with his Forzair attack. It's like, just stop. Take that, goblin, said Harry Dresden. It's like, I've never listened to the audiobooks of that shit, so I don't know if that's an example, but I'm just saying, like, I hate when that person does that read. The audiobooks don't have to be super cringe, dude. There's people who really read them well, all right? Listen to fucking Michael C. Hall, the dude that played Dexter, doing fucking Pet Sematary. He's legit, dude. He's fucking legit. I've heard some really fucking good reads on this shit, okay? But a lot of these motherfuckers, I don't know. I don't like a lot of the motherfuckers that got reading this shit. I'll be honest with you. So yeah, I just don't know about it, man. But I do think there's some really good audiobooks, but you really do have to fucking make sure you like it's just another layer of decision making you gotta fucking do with the book. You know, because it's like it's already a time investment, so you already gotta fucking make sure I like this concept, I like this author. I'm gonna fucking take a shot with this, but now you got a fucking another layer of like, do I like this fucking read? So listen to the fucking sample. For sure, and really fucking picture yourself. Do I really want to listen to this fucking person talk for 16 hours or whatever the fuck it's going to be? And a lot of times you're going to look at yourself and say the answer is no. I started too early. I better stream for the next 4 hours. No problem. 4 hours for you. Audiobooks are cool. I've been trying to do more actual reading, though. Try to read a chapter or two before bed. Have you ever gotten texts from random numbers that have strange links in them? Think I'm about to click on it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Seriously, don't do that. That's really dumb. I read pretty fast, so I don't need the audio version. Yeah. I mean, I definitely read faster than the audiobooks will read. The problem is I read too fast. Like, I have a tendency to speed read. Like, really, I have a tendency to just read. Like, just scan things for relevant pieces of information, which really is not a great way to read a work of fiction. So I have to slow down my reading to fucking read those kind of things, because otherwise I'll just kind of start skipping. And be like, oh, fuck, I'm doing it again. I'm doing a skim. No, you're supposed to let the language fucking, Reading is a practice. There's different ways of doing it. I find myself speed reading and absorbing nothing. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You still have to So what I'm doing when I'm speed reading is I'm not really doing a traditional kind of speed read. What I'm really kind of doing is just kind of scanning a document for particular words. Like if I know what I'm interested in, I'm just where's the word? Where's the word? This word, this word, this word. this word paired with this word. Okay, there it is. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, skip. Where is it? Where? Okay, this thing. Okay, yeah, that's thing. Okay, yeah. And that's how I'll read a lot of shit. And because I don't really fucking have a lot of patience, so I'm trying to learn to actually get back into reading and comprehending. Instead of just like, tidbit. Where's the tidbits? Give me the tidbits. Little nuggets of information. No, you need a nice idea steak every now and then. You can't live on tidbits of information alone. Every now and then, you have to digest a nice big idea. See, if I read 20% of a book and then put it down for 2 years and picked it back up, odds are I'm going to have to reread what I didn't read before. Simply because, like, if it was really memorable, something memorable to me, then I probably would not have stopped reading. Because if I stopped reading 20% through, it means that I wasn't really that interested in what happened in that 20%. And so that means I'm probably not going to remember it, and I'm gonna have to read it again. But why would I do that? Because if it didn't grip me in 20%, what makes me think the next 80% is gonna be some kind of fucking spectacular improvement, you know? I figure if it's shit 20%, I mean, if you're 20% into the motherfucker and it's shit, I don't know. I feel like it's time to call it shit. I mean, maybe there's some exceptions out there. I don't know. Like, I'm reading fucking, not the most recent Dresden Files book, but, fucking one of them. I don't know. Skin Game. Some clunky ass passages in that motherfucker, but, sometimes it flows pretty well. And there's some scenes in there that are pretty fucking great. So it's like, okay, there's some stuff in here that I'm, like, not feeling, not vibing with, but there's stuff in here that I really am. So, like, I'm gonna keep reading that motherfucker. And I'm about 20% through that motherfucker. 25. And yeah, I mean, I've seen some problems, but I'm gonna keep reading it because there's stuff I'm interested in. But if I was this far in and I still wasn't feeling it at all, I just throw the motherfucker in the garbage. Well, I'm not gonna throw it in the garbage because it's on my fucking phone, but you know what I'm saying. It seems like a ripoff of what's it called? The Look in Her Eyes or some shit. Tommyknockers? Dude, come on. Is Tommyknockers even like, dude, I've watched Tommyknockers from start to finish, okay? The movie, obviously. I've watched it from start to finish, and I know for a fact I've watched the Nostalgia Critics review of it at least a couple of times. And I could not tell you the first fucking thing about Tommyknockers. It just must be the most forgettable fucking story in history because I've literally heard the story 3 times, and I don't remember any of it. I remember there's aliens, that's it. So, fuck Tommyknockers. That's not a great story. It's about a guy named Tommy who grew knockers. I remember it. Stigmata. What about Stigmata? Oh, yeah, that's the name of the song. Yeah, it sounds like a ripoff of fucking Stigmata by Ministry. I think it was by Ministry. Yeah, I actually have read the Codex Illyria. I kind of remember that. I remember the fucking villains were like the Vord or some shit. They were like weird, shape-shifty, kind of crazy monsters. And there was like a bunch of like werewolf people and shit. I remember that shit. I don't remember all the fucking names of shit from the fantasy realm, but I remember the fucking gist of the shit. I remember they had like element-based powers, kind of like fucking Last Airbender kind of shit. Still watching The Walking Dead? Nah, dude, I gave up on The Walking Dead a while back. I think like season 7 or something. I fucking cashed in my chips and said, nah. Whenever they introduced baseball bat dude with the leather jacket that fucking has a lot of long-winded speeches, about halfway through the season that he was introduced, I fucking said, fuck this. I'm done. I just didn't care for, like, I don't know. It just wasn't fucking, I didn't give a shit anymore. It's like, I don't give a fuck what happens to none of these people. I'm gone. Storm of the Century ain't too bad. It ain't too good either, though. Yeah, Walking Dead's still going, believe it or not. I think they're ending it, though, finally. I heard something like that. I don't even know if they're actually... I don't even know. Whatever. Tommyknockers is an awful book. That was the last one I wrote before I cleaned up my act, King, from a 2014 interview, apparently. Yeah, dude. I love that the Tommyknockers was his, like, come to Jesus moment where he's like, ooh, okay. Yeah, I need to get my shit together. I can't be writing this kind of shit. I gotta have some kind of fucking standards. They're ending, but there's like 3 spinoffs. Yeah, okay. It's probably a smart thing. I don't know. Maybe not. You don't really need 3 spinoffs, but you know. I don't know. I mean, you already fucking did I mean, like, you know, maybe fucking bring the Walking Dead sensibility to like some other kind of project, though, you know? Like, do some kind of fucking... Maybe you fucking produce Underworld as, like, a TV series or some shit. Like, who wouldn't want to watch a show about vampires and werewolves at war? With the Walking Dead kind of sensibilities to it, you know? Bring that sort of fucking style to that. Do a fucking melodrama about these fucking feuding clans. And all the fucking intrigue and bullshit and who's fucking who and, you know, punctuate it with crazy werewolf vampire battles. I don't know. Rather than just like making the same zombie show 3 times. Writes Tommyknockers. Oh my god, what have I done? Yeah, I love that, dude. The only thing better is Robert Downey Jr. Realizing his life was out of control when he was eating Burger King in his car, and he's like, what am I eating? I need to get fucking... I need help. Cujo ain't too bad. It ain't too good either. I don't know. I've kind of read the Stephen King stories that I think interest me. I like the first 2/3 of The Stand. I like fucking It. I like I like the fucking Dark Tower series up till the end, where I kind of like, eh. And the early parts of the Dark Tower series are better too. Like, drawing of the 3 is fucking amazingly good. That's probably the best fucking... I don't know. If it wasn't part of a fucking series that had multiple parts, if it was like a self-contained story, I'd say it'd be among King's best. End of Dark Tower sucks. You know, I read Dumaki. I liked Dumaki. I read The Dome. It was okay. I read the one about the Kennedy assassination. It's just like a date, which I'll never fucking remember a fucking date, so... that one was pretty good. I read Carrie forever ago. Yeah, it was fine. I don't know. I read a bunch of his books, but I feel like I have read enough. I don't think anything else he's written. There's like a few I've tried to read, and I was just like, eh. And sometimes sometimes I read a book he wrote, and I'll get fucking pissed, too. I'll just be like, why'd you waste my time with this, you motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like, I get cross. Especially when I spent money on it. It's like, man, what the fuck is this shit? Like, he wrote a mystery book one time, but it had no mystery. Like, or it had a mystery, but there was just no solution. It was just like, it's just a poignant examination of the concept of a mystery. It's like, oh, wow, yeah, that's fucking just as fascinating as you actually coming up with something clever. Thanks, Steven. It's like, man, fuck this shit. The girl who loved Tom Gordon or some shit about some kid that gets lost in the fucking woods and has to fight some kind of bear demon. It was fucking stupid. Dude, I got through Delirious Clairvoyant. I thought it was all right. But the movie's actually better. Kathy Bates kind of elevates it, I think. So I don't know, man. Stephen King he'll burn you sometimes. You read his great shit and you're like, wow, I'm in the fucking hands of a fucking one hell of a storyteller. You dig a little deeper and you eventually start to fucking realize he's kind of a hack. But a good hack. With some great shit. But, you know, still kind of a fucking hack. Whatever. I love him. Salem's Lot. I thought Salem's Lot had balls, man. See, early Stephen King to me. Early Stephen King. That's the fucking good shit for me. Like, I love that. Not fucking super early where it was awkward, but like that fucking period of time where he was kind of dangerous, you know? He's on the edge. You know, he's writing on fucking drugs and bitterness and fucking all this other shit. You know, he's young. He's pissed at the world. He's writing some crazy shit. You know? That was just the best period of Stephen King. Salem's Lot, you know? Is it an amazing fucking story? Does it stick with you? Fucking, you know what sticks with me about it? Spoilers, by the way. What sticks with me about that motherfucker is the guy, the main character, he's just fucking, his girlfriend has just died. Like, when we meet him, he's fucking lost a loved one. He's lost his girlfriend or his wife or whatever the fuck. And while he's in town, he meets a new girl. And he falls in love with her. And he's healed and shit. And then she gets fucking killed in the fucking course of the book. And you're like, whoa. This book is fucking merciless. This book doesn't give a fuck. This book is willing to fucking make its characters suffer. You know? And fucking just cruelly, bitterly, no fairness whatsoever. Just fucking, the world's a fucking piece of shit. What are you gonna do? And there's vampires on top of it all. It's like, oh, fuck. So that was a Stephen King that had fucking balls. I don't know if there's a Stephen King, like, reading his later shit, you know, it's still got some edge and shit. He's still got some balls. I'm not saying his balls are gone. But, you know, he don't have balls like he used to. He don't have the fucking balls that fucking, you know, with that major heft no more. That fucking, this is fucking some heavy ass balls right here. Yeah, I mean, like, well, I mean, the thing about it is, Stephen King, he gets rich. He writes a bunch of books. He gets rich. He gets clean. He gets off drugs. He gets his fucking shit together. You know? He gets old. He gets a little slower. Gets a little more wistful and whimsical. Gets a little bit more Spielberg. And then before you know it, you know, he's lost a little bit of that edge. Happens to all of us, you know? I was edgier at one point. It's the nature of life. But nonetheless, his best shit was when he was edgier. When he was a piece of shit. What the real difference is, too, is like, when an author knows they're just going to be read by like a few thousand people or whatever, they can just put their whole fucking self into the book. It's just like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Fucking put all my fucking personality flaws and shit right in the book. Why did he write this scene? What does that say about him, you know? Stephen King didn't give a fuck. That was like one of the things that people were like, whoa, this guy fucking comes up with some crazy fucked up shit. That was his reputation. Like, man, Stephen King. People talk about Stephen King at the school like, man, Stephen King, that's one fucked up dude. He's weird. Seeing the crazy shit he comes up with is fucking crazy. He's a weirdo. But they loved him. He was like, wow, he's so fucking weird. He's so fucking crazy. He's willing to go there. But then after a while, hearing that shit, Stephen King's like, I don't want everyone to think I'm fucking crazy. I'm going to write a little bit more responsibly. And then, you know, the writing's not as good. Because it becomes more like, oh, yeah, this is a good one, Steven. Oh, yeah. I like what you did with the dome. It's crazy. That car dealer, he's a fun character. It's interesting. But no one's like, holy shit, this is fucking crazy. Stephen King ain't crazy no more. He lost the crazy. So he's not as good as he used to be. Or at least he's not good in the same way. He's actually still really good. But it doesn't have that same, I don't know. I feel like where he started, there was like an element of fucking schlock to it. And now I feel like he's more like, I am Stephen King, artist. You know, like he wants to be taken seriously. He's like an artist. Like I want them to fucking respect me as an artist as well. And it's like, dude, you were more respectable as an artist when you didn't give a fuck about being respected as an artist. Because that was when you were trailblazing. That was when you didn't give a fuck what people thought. But, you know, whatever. People who get clean / go from obese to skinny lose their soul in the process. Yeah, dude. Fuck. That's why I don't want to get too skinny. I gotta lose some fucking weight. I really do. But I think it's disturbing when a fucking fat person gets skinny. I really do. It fucking weirds me out. So I ain't gonna get too skinny. I'm trying to get like 250. I think I'll be pretty good at 250. I think I'll have enough weight on me to not look weird. But I'll have, you know, I mean, I'm always going to look weird. But, you know what I mean. You have to re-edit the Fat Traders episode to include TJ. See, that's the thing, is I don't want to ever become a fat trader. I want you to, I want it to look like I got a little bit of fucking meat on the bones still. I want to quit it mildly chubby. So I don't know, is that full betrayal? Or am I like the daywalker at that point? There should be a national club that only fat people can join. It probably is. I don't know. That's a good point, Stardust. Like, why would you want... I mean, like, if I'm ever eaten by fucking cannibals or some shit, I don't want them to be chewing on fucking gristle and fat and stuff. All miserable. I want this to be filet mignon. You know? I don't want it to be a bunch of fucking blubber. But nor do I want it to be fucking too lean to the point where it's like, ugh, there's no fucking... There's no fat in this, you know? It's just like too chewy, too dry, too gamey, you know? I've lost 25 pounds and my soul. Good. TJ burping into the mic should be trademark. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it is. I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. I've never considered the possibility of being eaten by cannibals. Zombies, yes, but no cannibals. You should think about it. I'm trying to gain weight to get more muscly, but it's going slow. Yeah, that makes sense. Body transformation shit is just really slow and arduous. You just gotta accept it. There's all this, like, do this quick, do that quick. It's like, you ain't gonna do it quick, all right? Did you get into this mess quick? You didn't. You're not going to get out of it quick. You can't just take some frumpy piece of shit body and be like, I fucking lifted weights for a week and be like, God damn it, why am I not fucking beautiful? You know what I mean? Are you excited for more Die Hard, Chi-J? Is that happening? I'm not. I don't want any more. I'm actually going lower than what I started with. What does that mean? I'm already a self-righteous douchebag, so I might as well also lose the weight. Why not? I started off a self-righteous douchebag, so. First one, classic. Second one, okay. Third one, good. All others, garbage. What are you talking about? What? I don't even know what you're fucking referring to. Thoughts on Dexter coming back? Yeah, I mean, that... They should have done that a while ago. They really should have just fucking done that almost immediately after the reception of that ending. But, I mean, you know, maybe like a year later or something. But whatever. Better late than never. You know, I don't think the ending was that bad, but it certainly did not scratch the itch that people had. So I think they should redo it. Well, they're not going to redo it, but I think they should, they should put a different ending on it, and I think that's what they're here to do. I think they're here to fucking give us a more satisfying resolution. And I'm sure that Michael C. Hall, I like Michael C. Hall as an actor, but, I haven't really seen him in too much lately, so it'd be good to see him again. Why can't I see my comment? I don't know. It probably didn't make it through whatever fucking filter. I hope Dexter has to teach his kids the code. No, that would be stupid, in my opinion, but whatever. We'll see. I mean, you might get your way. It could be done, I guess. Life isn't fair and you should cry about it. Yeah. You just start timing out people who are like, why can't I see my comment? I don't know. I guess you probably shouldn't. It's rude. I could see how it'd be confusing. But wow, it's just it happens, TJ is your soul and 80s soul. It feels most at home with 80s media. I mean, no. I mean, I like the 80s. I definitely have an affinity for it. I like the 90s, though, too. And there's certain things I like from more modern times. But, yeah, definitely 80s and 90s, yeah. 70s a little bit as well. 50s and 60s less so. But, yeah, I definitely have a fucking little bit of an 80s boner. I don't know. Have you thought about using a separate website to stream Vosh and Xanderhall? No. I just don't feel like dealing with all that shit. I don't know. I guess if someone would just do the whole thing for me. But even then, I probably wouldn't because it'd be eh. I don't know. Keep it easy. If there was one way to get past YouTube's dumb fuck draconian cuss filters, Do you know a lot of psychopaths love 80s music? Sure. I mean, that's right. If Dexter taught his kids how to do it, then it would just fuck up the entire point. He's trying to be this normal dude wrestling with his inner demons. That's what made Dexter relatable. Yeah, that's the whole point of the fucking show. Is Dexter... I mean, the central question of the show, which really is raised in Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and Season 4, when it had the original people in control of the show. The central question of the show was always can you balance being a serial killer with, friendship and family and all the fucking other stuff that, goes with having a normal fucking life? And the answer over and over again as the show progresses is no, 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 you can't, no. And then the original creators dropped off the project after Season 4. And the next thing you know, it's this fucking disaster of just weird, disparate plot. That doesn't seem to be the focus anymore. They lose sight of that. And honestly, whatever. The story had been told. Season 4 would have been a perfectly acceptable ending for the whole fucking series. Dexter fucking sees his wife murdered in the tub, his son covered in his own mother's blood. Dexter fucking walks out. Maybe he fucking turns himself in or something. I don't know. He just realizes, there's no, you can't maintain normal human relationships and a normal human life while you're also, doing this. While you're out there killing people. It's just not possible. You can't work this kind of habit into a healthy life. And that's kind of the whole point of the fucking show. Is that balance is impossible. And, it was explained in 4 seasons. And honestly, Season 3 was kind of superfluous, too. Really, there's 3 good seasons of Dexter. 1, 2, and 4. And those are the quintessential seasons as far as I'm concerned. So if this new season they're doing could be like a quintessential season that actually advances the story proper, then that'd be cool. TJ, what was the craziest pornography you witnessed and enjoyed? Oh my god, dude. I saw these two fucking people that had missionary sex in the bedroom, like without a condom on. They were married, and it was for the express purposes of procreation, and it was a godly union. So that was pretty fucking insane. I've never seen such a obscure and strange grouping of fetishes. TJ should stream on Pornhub. You guys have a lot of porn on the mind today. That sounds like The Sopranos. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, there's a lot of shows like that. I mean, it sounds like Breaking Bad, too. There's a lot of shows about, like, I'm a normal family guy, but I'm also this violent killer guy. So, I don't know. That was, like, a thing in the psyche of America around that time for whatever reason. TJ, what's your favorite collectible figure on your shelf? I don't really have that many. I like my Manson one, but Chelsea broke it because she's a jerk. She just like walked up to it and just punched it and snapped it in half. She said, "This is what I think of your fucking Manson figure." It's like, why'd you do that to me, Chelsea? Why? She's like, because I just want to fucking see you suffer, bitch. Just Chelsea let you look at porn? Yeah. She lets me look at it all the time. She stands behind me and she's like, "Do you think that one's attractive?" I'm like, "I guess." "Oh my god, you're a piece of shit. Her ass is too big. You sicken me." Oh my god. Yeah, Chelsea's super abusive, dude. She hits me all the time. She's just like, "Chelsea, when do you want dinner, baby?" She's like, "I don't fucking know." I'm like, "Well, would you want me to start cooking now?" She's like, "Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Why are you fucking bothering me?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, baby." I go cook for her. It's like, "Baby, dinner's on the table." "I don't give a fuck. I ain't hungry." "Baby, please. It's going to get cold." She's like, "Motherfucker, whap!" "I said I'm busy." Smacks me across my face hard as she can. I'm like, "Okay, baby, I'm sorry." I just go eat alone. Cry. It's abusive, dude. She's an abuser. She's a monster. She hits me because she loves me. No, Chelsea's sweet. Oh. M&M's. Gotcha. I was looking at them like, Mandums? What the fuck's a Mandum? Domestic violence. Yeah, Chelsea's pretty sweet. I mean, she is evil. Like, you know. But she's evil on like a maniacal global scale. On a personal level, she's very sweet. Why isn't TJ baked? Who says I'm not? I've been uncomfortably so for quite a while. We need a TV show of a fictional cult. Those are always open to creativity. Yeah. You know what we really need a TV show about? We need a TV show about people who are making a terrible TV show. Like, we need a fucking mainstream, well-written comedy show about a group of people who make some terrible, like, drama show that airs on fucking, like, you know, Apple TV or some fucking garbage that no one watches, you know? And they're making this garbage show, you know? That's my sitcom pitch. Someone make it. If you do, you owe me money. I think we need a TV show about a charming British man. Oh my God. Shh. Shh. Just take your check, sir. Take your fucking check. We need an Adam Sandler movie about how shitty Adam Sandler movies are. Oh my God, dude. If Adam Sandler would do... Wait, there is that. That fucking one where he plays a comedian who's dying of cancer is basically like that. He basically makes fun of all of how shitty he is in that movie, right? That's my understanding. I never actually seen it, but people told me that. What would be the terrible show in the show? Maybe it'd just be a Walking Dead ripoff. I don't know. Like they make a terrible zombie show or something. Need a TV show about how socialism is embraced, capitalism destroyed, and everyone lives happily ever after. It's called Star Trek, but, you know, whatever. Although Star Trek still has social hierarchies, so I guess it's not, like, perfect. Funny people, yeah. Yeah, Adam Sandler praise will get you kicked out of the room. Mendacious C will not stand for that, dude. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, the show. Yeah, dude, why not? Tie it in. Tie it all in. I see no reason not to tie it in. Dude, if you really want to trick these fucking rednecks, you know what you do? Make a show about fucking badass rednecks who are like gonna take on the liberals or whatever the fuck. And they like, you know, get every redneck in America rooting for these fucking rednecks in this show. And then over the course of like 7 seasons, have them just gradually turn into fucking like radical leftists and shit. Get a bunch of rednecks out there. Karl Marx is fucking awesome, dude. We need a show about 3 fat dudes making a podcast. Oh my God. You've hit the nail on the fucking head, Lupin. You fucking nailed it, dude. You nailed the nail that nails nails. The time has begun. Fill it with homoeroticism that's too subtle for them. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Gay that shit up. You gotta play it real slow. You gotta sneak it in there. Imagine how salty Dave Rubin would be if the show was made and got popular. Dude, we'll make Dave Rubin a fucking executive producer on the show so he has to make excuses for it, dude. And then when the fucking rednecks start to pick up on the gay shit, we'll be like, ugh, fucking, that must have been Dave Rubin what done that. We fired him. He kept fucking working gay shit in our cool redneck show. Divide the fan base, because by then we've already fucking radical left it enough of them where they're like, I don't know, man. That doesn't seem right. They should be fired just for his sexuality and stuff. Weren't you a Nazi when you started watching this? If only it were that easy, right? Yeah, just keep giving Dave Rubin money. You can pretty much control what Dave Rubin says with enough money. Dude, if I fucking called up, if I had fucking $20 million or whatever the fuck a lot of money is to Dave Rubin, and I was like, Dave, we want you to do a new show for fucking the TJ Network or whatever. We got a fucking contract here, $20 million fucking dollars over fucking 5 years or whatever the fuck. You know, whatever a fucking big amount is to him. Maybe it's 30, maybe it's fucking 10. I don't know what he makes. But some big enough amount, but now you're going to be on the left again. It's like, oh, yeah, no problem. No problem. I'm right over to it. Just give me a year to transition. I'll switch all my positions right on back. Left-leaning people who look and sound Southern are my favorite thing. That is true. That is a fucking beautiful one. How many Mexican fans do I think I have? I don't know. Like super hardcore or just like casual? Or like, are you counting anybody who's ever been a fan for any duration of time or just people who are currently fans? Because it's very different numbers. But I don't know. I would say probably like 3 to 4% of the fan base would probably be Mexican. Maybe a little less or more. Fans from Mexico. I'm half Mexican, if that counts. See? A lot of people. I thought I was conservative due to the way I was raised. Turns out I'm just a filthy commie who loves guns. You know, that's the trajectory of a lot of Americans, honestly. I feel like a lot of people, they think they're conservative because they're like into gun culture and like some of that shit. It's like, I like fucking outdoors and I like guns and shit, so I must be a conservative. But then they find out like, I'm not a fucking conservative at all. What the fuck? I don't believe none of this shit. Yeah, of course people should have health care. What the fuck? You know? So it doesn't make sense, these tribes, man, to fucking, because then people end up fucking believing the wrong shit that doesn't even suit them just because, like, oh, I like guns and hunting or whatever the fuck they like, you know? They got hobbies that skew conservative, so they think they're fucking conservatives. Yeah, if Trump loses, you're definitely going to see a lot of fucking, like, walking back of Trump praise. Like, you know, I always knew the guy was a fucking asshole, personally. People who were, like, sucking his dick would be like, you know, Trump had a lot of problems. That left a lot to be desired. We're getting the Republican Party back on track, you guys. Oh, yeah, the deficit. That's going to be great. Isn't that going to be fucking so weird? Republicans, yeah, they're going to give a shit about the deficit again all of a sudden. That's going to be so fucking weird. Because, like, you notice they've, like, when they're in power, like, not a fucking peep about it. Like, it doesn't even get mentioned. You don't even hear the word. Second, they're fucking out of power. Deficit, 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 deficit. Look at this fucking deficit. Oh, my God, the deficit. Holy shit, the deficit. Look at the deficit. Oh, my God, the deficit. It's crazy. We got to about this fucking deficit, you guys. I'll be right back. Sorry. Decided to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Found this fucking 40-calorie bread. Shit's fucking crazy. It's not crazy, but, you know. Fucking 40 calories a slice, pretty good. Pretty good for fucking bread, man. Trying to lose that fucking weight. Gotta eat the low-cal bread. Diet bread. I guess. I don't know. I suppose it is. Jim. Are you back on the ciggies? No. No, I'm not. Haven't smoked a cigarette since, I don't know. Whatever it was, I quit. What do you tell a kid from high school who says they want to marry you even after telling them I'm married to you? What do you tell them? Tell them to fuck off. Bread is good. Move to Utah? No. Fuck Utah. To me, I'm hoping to even process that. I'm like, move to Utah? I just thought of Mormons. I'm like, why would I want to live in Mormon country? Don't they have like piss water beer and shit there too? I'm not like a big beer drinker, but like any place that's fucking like watering down beer fucking doesn't fucking have a fucking thumbs up for me. Come to Phoenix. It's awful. Guarantee it's better than here. Move to Spain. Move to New Zealand. Dude, I looked into moving to New Zealand. I'd love to move to New Zealand. Your country's a piece of shit when it comes to like letting people in, so. Yeah, me and Chelsea have a sacred vow to never even enter the state of Utah. Like, I guess it's acceptable to fly over it, but we're not allowed to set foot in Utah. Like, if we ever were on a road trip and it was in the way, we'd have to drive around. That's a rule for us, so there's no way to actually live in Utah. I shall never set foot in the state of fucking Utah in my life. Why not Utah? Because me and Chelsea played a game once where we tried to name every state from memory, and we got to 49. We're like, what are we fucking forgetting? And it was like hours later, we finally realized it was Utah. I'm like, it's the most forgettable state. That means it's the worst. So we're never going there. We made a sacred bond in that moment. That we would never set foot in Utah for any reason. I guess if Chelsea was kidnapped and brought to Utah and I had to go on a fucking cross-country rescue mission, I would enter Utah then. But that'd be it. What about Utah Raptor? They got fossils. Yep, fossils. I'll bring the fossil out of Utah and I'll take a look at it. No DFF meetup in Utah? Hell no. I'll never set foot in it. You would hire someone to save Chelsea if she were in Utah, don't lie. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to end up with the fucking Shrek dilemma where you hire some fucking thug to go fucking rescue your bitch and then your bitch gets with the thug? No. No, 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 no. Hell no. Chelsea gets kidnapped. It's fucking, she's going to be rescued by me and no one else. I won't even accept help. The stink of Utah. I don't want a donkey. I just want to fucking... Wait, I'm not Shrek in this equation. I'm Lord Farquaad. That's the fucking point. You don't fucking send Shrek. You fucking go yourself like you're supposed to. You know? Maybe the dragon eats you, but at least you fucking gave it the old college try. All right, I'll do it. We'll add a level to the Patreon. Pancake level. For $20,000, I will drive to where you are, make some pancakes, and dump them on your lap. And I'll say, fuck you. TJ, have you accounted for Aiden's number when trying to factor in the calculations I sent you earlier? Oh, yeah, dude. Aiden's number. Do you know what Aiden's number is? 666. It is a human number. For Aiden is Satan. Satan. Don't do it. It's distracting. Why? Why? I don't have no lighter. I don't have no lighter, baby. I'm crazy. I'm getting a little can collection going on over here. How many cans do I have over here? Guess. Guessing game. How many cans does TJ have on his desk? How many empty ones, anyway? Because I have another full one that I brought. But how many empty cans sitting on the desk? That whatever the number of cans I have sitting on my desk is Aiden's number. "12 cans, 5 filled with piss." I don't do the can pissing thing no more. 8. Nope. 7. I'm seeing a couple 7s. You guys are right. Those of you who said 7, looks like Dylan Ostrowski got to it first. No, K-Knight. Sorry, K-Knight got to it first, and then Dylan at basically the same time, though. So Aiden's number is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had my phone, I'd fucking take a picture and retweet it. The diamond of cans. What? You could take one with yours, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, go get it. Only 7. I have to change it once. This is like 1 day's worth of cans, though. I definitely drink too much of this shit. I can't help it. I just can't help it. I'm going to go ahead and fucking... I'm just going to take the picture directly in Instagram. This is art. That's fucking art, baby. See that? Look how beautiful that is. I'm going to call it can-do attitude. Get it? Because there's cans, baby. Chelsea gets it, dude. It's happening. Everyone go fucking heart this on my Instagram. Official Amazing Atheist, and if you don't follow it. Everyone go fucking give us some love. Yeah, go praise Adam Sandler in the fucking comments so I know that you're from here. Just make your comment like, I don't know what the deal with these cans is, but Adam Sandler. That's the thing. Say that. Yeah, see? People love them cans. A side boob stream. Yeah. They just want you to side boob them for the rest of the stream. Oh. Static Rush. Wub. We referencing Preacher? Or is this just a coincidence? TJ OnlyFans win. Tomorrow, sir. Launching my OnlyFans tomorrow. Maybe fucking the next day. Tops. But, you know, we've done some great shoots. We got some great pictures. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it is art. It's fucking art. You seen that shit? It's amazing. Those cans are fucking amazing, bro. Yeah, battery acid. My sticker game is legit. Hell yeah, it is. Sticker. Oops. That's not what I want. Damn it, I don't know how to use the desktop version of this. What? Got 11 comments. Aiden's number has been revealed. Fuck these cans, but Adam Sandler, that's the thing. Oh, he even fucking spelled it out. Adam Sandler, that's the thing. Hey, Aiden number and Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler is the best movie producer in the world. I refuse to praise Adam Sandler. I don't know about these Adam Candlers. I love it. Aiden's number. Okay. You can do it. These cans are almost as cool as the costume design for Adam Sandler's classic Happy Gilmore. Went a little weird with that. Adam Sandler rocks. Adam Sandler is the new Vosh. Hell yeah, dude. This is a beautiful sentiment. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Bebba. Bebba. Oh, sticker game. Sandler for president. President for Sandler. His vice president's gonna be Jill. Remember that time they fucking teamed up Adam Sandler and fucking Jack Nicholson? The fuck was up with that? What? I forget what it was called. It's like anger management or some shit. Adam Sandler has to get anger management from fucking Jack Nicholson. But Jack Nicholson's like a psycho. And it's like, whatever. It sucks. But then it turns out that, like, Jack Nicholson really was good. He was trying to, like, help Adam Sandler, like, learn to express his anger because he was too passive, actually. I don't know. It sucked dick. Yeah, it was garbage. Fuck that movie. Why would you team fucking Jack Nicholson, one of the greatest motherfuckers, with Adam Sandler? It's bullshit. I swag to. Adam Sandler. Yeah. Fuck Adam Sandler, dude. It was funny. Decent. All right. Well, maybe I just fucking too curmudgeonly then. Bernard Sanders. What am I supposed to do with that? Chemistry. Am I the only person who remembers TJ playing a genie in a movie in the 90s? Dude, don't talk about my fucking genie movie, alright? I fucking briefly tried to make it as an actor. It was fucking cringe as fuck. Let's just not, like, we've talked about it before on here. We don't need to talk about it every time I do a fucking show. I gotta fucking address the fucking genie movie. I wonder when will get Saddam Antlers, Adam Sandler's Mirror Universe counterpart that makes good movies and hates sellouts. Fuck. Sandler is funny to me, but I'm Gen X. I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, Sandler's been funny before, I guess. I'm not saying he's never been funny in his fucking life or some shit. I'm just saying he usually isn't. Like, he just makes a lot of really fucking garbage shit. Wait, really? What is it called? What is what called? What is the Genie movie called? Dude, I fucking told you I want to talk about the fucking goddamn Genie movie. It's called fucking Jumbo the Genie. I play fucking Jumbo the Genie. It's fucking terrible, dude. It's low budget as fuck. It's cringe. You know? I thought it was gonna be my gateway into fucking more acting roles. It fucking sucks, alright? Just don't fucking watch it. If you do, don't fucking bring it up to me. I don't want to fucking hear about it. And don't fucking come to me like I can't find it or some shit, because I'm not here to help you find it. It's an obscure fucking movie for a reason. You're probably going to have to fucking order a DVD to actually get a copy. I don't think anyone's actually put it online yet. Dude, the demon fetus scene was entirely my idea, I'll be honest with you. They didn't even want to do something as edgy as having that demon fetus, but I'm like, dude, like, we're making a movie. You know, we might as well fucking have some fun with it. And we shot the scene, and originally the director, Mark Lucas, didn't want to fucking put it in the movie. But it did so, like, in test audiences, it was like the only thing that got a fucking laugh in the whole fucking movie. So they ended up like having to, just from like pressure, because they knew it's like, this is one of the few scenes in our movie that even fucking kind of works. So yeah, I will admit that I do have an affinity for that fucking scene in the movie, especially when I fucking, you know, shove it down the toilet with the plunger and shit. And there's the scene where, like, you know, the blood comes out of the fucking back of the toilet seat. Which there was a lot more blood, but we had to cut it down because they were like obsessed with getting a fucking PG-13, even though clearly it was an R-rated concept. Whatever. I have a lot of criticism. I mean, I honestly think there was some fucking, you know, this is going to be a controversial opinion because I know a lot of people have mocked my performance in the movie, but honestly, I feel like the movie could have been a lot better. Like, I feel like it actually had genuine potential to be something that would have been like, at least like so bad it's good. If like some more like risque ideas were done and it went fucking a more extreme path, but they were convinced that they had some kind of commercial movie on their hands. Like, this is gonna like have some kind of like mainstream success. Like, they're gonna show it in fucking theaters or something. Like, they were that fucking delusional about it. So, you know, whatever. It was a missed opportunity. Yeah, let's see if I still have Enemy Mendacious. Let me see if I could still do it like I did in the movie. It's hard to even... Let me get back in the Jumbo voice. All right. Exquisite. That's pretty close. I can't do it as well as I used to. Exquisite. I actually can't... It's a funny fact, but I'm actually really bad at snapping, so all those snaps that you hear in the movie... where like some other dude snapping offset at the same time. And sometimes it's off. Like, also you'll see me snap and then the snap will come like a half second later. And I'm just like, why don't you just put in an effect later? But they wanted to capture it in the moment. That's like, it was just such a fucking rinky-dink operation. It was crazy shit, though. I mean, he didn't really have a catchphrase. Pretty much, fucking exquisite was pretty much the catchphrase. That's how bad the fucking character was written. Exquisite. That was much closer. I'm kind of getting back into it, honestly. I mean, honestly, barely anyone's fucking seen the fucking movie. I don't even know what kind of release it got. I was honestly surprised. Like 3 or 4 years ago, someone came to me and was like, dude, aren't you Jumbo the Genie? I was like, what the fuck? Because I swore, up until that point, I didn't know anyone had even fucking seen the thing. But I guess it's gotten out there, and, a lot of people are talking about it. I mean, not a lot, but, like, within our little community, like, I hear mentions of it here and there. So, whatever. But we've talked about it before on this show. And, you go back. I don't remember what episode we talked about it, but I did address it before. But, whatever. Fuck it. It was a terrible fucking movie. It was, like, one of the most hellacious experiences of my life fucking shooting that thing. The director, Mark Lucas, is a fucking psychopath. I don't know. I mean, that's where the whole Lance Sloan thing came from, because I was credited in the movie as Lance Sloan because I was convinced that was going to be like the name I made it as in Hollywood and shit. Like, yeah, I'm going to fucking make it as an actor. I'm going to be Lance Sloan. I thought that name sounded cool as fuck at the time because I was fucking stupid, But, You get a DFF on Jumbo the Genie? Dude, I'm not doing a fucking DFF on some obscure piece of shit movie, man, that no one cares about, all right? Like, if it was so bad it's good, it'd be one thing. Like, if it was like, wow, there's a lot of cool shit in this movie, really, if you think about it. Or, like, even if it was just, like, funny, like, in a dorky way. Like, first of all, I'm in, like, 3 minutes of the fucking movie. Even though I'm the title character, I'm in barely into the movie. Most of it's just, like, a really boring, like, terribly written romance between, like, a super bland dude and a super bland chick. And the actors who played him, I don't fucking remember their name. I think David or something, but whatever. The actors that played him were fine. They were perfectly cool people and shit, but, like, the characters as they were written, awful. The directing that they got, awful. So, I mean, like, the movie's really pretty much, unwatchably bad. There's, like, 3 minutes of fucking me in it, and the scenes of me are not, like, worth watching it for. I'm not even embarrassed by it. It just sucks. Exquisite! Like, do you really want to spend any time with a character that's like the shit they say? No. Dude, there's lots of people who don't know about it. I mean, I really don't get it that often, honestly. It's just it's a terrible movie. It's hard to find even. No one's uploaded online. So whatever. I think I found a torrent, but it'll take time to download. What's the first scene? How can I confirm it's... Well, there's actually, like, as far as I know, there's at least 3 different fucking cuts, like, floating around out there. So I'm not exactly sure what the first scene is. But in most versions that I... Like, the one I've actually seen out there, I think that usually begins with, like, a dude going into, like, a little diner kind of restaurant place. It's just like a really uninspiring fucking, like, diner scene that just introduces 2 characters in, like, a super ham-fisted way. You know what I will say? Honestly, it doesn't look that great on screen, but the fucking puppet that they had playing like Glumbo, the evil genie, that shows up at the fucking very end out of nowhere, like that puppet in real life actually looked pretty cool. Like in the movie, it kind of looks like ass. Like it wasn't shot well or whatever, and it wasn't lit well, but like in real life, that puppet was pretty fucking cool. But whatever. I'm done talking about it, so whatever. We've had, this is way too much conversation devoted to this stupid movie. Jumbo the Genie, fucking 1998. Totally a fucking stupid movie. Oh, it was 99, actually. I'm sorry. Starting to think this isn't kayfabe. Oh, it's totally kayfabe, dude. There's no way. No, I didn't. There's no fucking way I starred in a fucking Genie movie, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't bother looking for it. It's not there. I don't really think, I've heard people say that to me before about the Glumbo being a racist stereotype. I need to stop talking about this fucking movie. No, I'm not. We're not fucking getting into it again, dude. Wait, you saw it as a kid, Mendacious C? What context did you see this movie in? Because, was it like a thing in New Zealand or something? Because, I never heard about anyone fucking seeing this until a few years back when I started getting people talking about it. But now you're saying you've seen the fucking thing as a kid? Well, in 96, I was only 11 years old. All right. No, I was not. I mean, okay, so the reason 1999, I was 14, 15 years old. They liked me because I had the fat, chubby body they wanted, but they had me fucking wear that ridiculous fucking prosthetic on my face that looked totally fucking fake. They wanted me to have a cherubic body. Kind of like a big fat cherubic body, but kind of like an old man face, but not a total old man body. So, whatever. You can't even find the movie when you Google it. I mean, you can definitely find it on Google. It's not that obscure. You can easily fucking find it. It had an IMDb last I checked. So you should be able to find it on there. Oh, you know what? Jumbo is not spelled traditionally in there. It's got like it's got like a weird cutesy Louisiana-ish spelling. It's like an A-E-U-X kind of thing. I don't remember they do it a lot around here. It's like a weird combination of a bunch of fucking vowels in a row. It's like A-E-U-X or something like that. Let me check. Yeah. It's G. It's like a gum. It's like Jumbo, Jumbeaux. Jumbo the Genie, and I think Genie is actually might be misspelled too. I don't know. The title was fucking stupid as hell, but it was spelled kind of weird. Yeah, that looks more right. Jumbo. They do that cutesy shit around Louisiana a lot. There's even signs that say, like, pro-life, but have it spelled like that. It's fucking gross. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, but it's spelled like jumbo, like that. Oh, also this movie doesn't exist, and anyone who believes it does is a fucking idiot, dude. You stupid fucking motherfuckers, dude. I know I got at least 6 or 7 of you motherfuckers in there like, I'm looking it up, I can't find it. It's because it don't exist, dumbass. What? You stupid motherfucking dumbass pieces of shit, dude. Hey, baby. You're cute. Yeah, like that. Pro-life. Pro-life. You want some salmon? The sign? What about the sign? I told him about it. I already did. That's why they fucking are saying it. Wait, so what's this thing I'm downloading? I don't know. You better be careful. Holy shit, I've been crying laughing about this for the whole time. I consider just like leaving it to see what happens over time. But it was just too good. I had to fucking spill it, man. Now this is the kayfabe because it actually does exist. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm just trying to throw you off the trail of my fucking embarrassing genie movie. Jumbo, the movie. Yeah, maybe I'll actually make it now. Exquisite! I'm Jumbo the Genie. I'll make all your wishes come true. Oops, I accidentally turned your penis into a sardine. You poor soul. Well, might as well feed it to my cat Peaches. This is how QAnon started. Yeah, dude, I totally have information about a satanic pedophile ring that rules the world. Totally. Trump's fighting a secret war against him. Next thing you know, everyone believes it. Oh, shit. 3 minutes of screen time for that genie. Yeah. Absolutely. Jumbo versus Glumbo. In the Berenstein universe, it's there. It exists there. Doesn't exist in this universe, sorry. Retarded bummers. These goddamn retarded bummers that believe anything. Let's see if you guys wrote any more Adam Sandler comments on my fucking post. Has the same amount of comments as before. What the hell? Maybe it just didn't refresh properly. Yeah, there's some more. Oh. Adam Sandler. I love Adam Sandler. Adam fucking Sandler. Do you guys like Adam fucking Sandler? Let me ask you guys a question. How do you feel about Adam Sandler? How do you feel about Adam Sandler? I want to know how you guys feel about Adam Sandler. Baby, how you feel about Adam Sandler? Thumbs down. Why don't you like Adam Sandler? What? Because he's a Jew? No, you hate Jews? Why are you so anti-Semitic, Chelsea? Come on. She says because he's annoying. So she feels Jews are annoying, apparently. No! I love Jews! Jews. I love burning. Don't insult the Jews. I'm Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's so funny, dude. He's so fucking funny. He's so fucking funny, you guys. I'd like to see how his hair would fare in a blizzard. Probably fine. He doesn't really have much. Chelsea is a Jew. Chelsea. The Chelsea Jew. You know, it's fucked up. She's got German ancestry, too. She's super German. She's sitting there talking shit on the Jews. Man, what are we supposed to infer from all this? Come on. What? Yeah, your middle name does have the word Jew in it. Sort of. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Honestly, that live stream Chelsea did was cool, but the 10 minutes of her vaguely ranting about them was kind of weird. Yeah, like, who was the them, Chelsea? Sounded an awful lot like, you know, you were putting down some hints, you know. I'm not saying who, but there's a certain group of people characterized by greed, characterized by hoarding gold in the center of the earth, characterized by, well, you know, let's just say that there's some bad guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, she started doing this. You know who I'm talking about. You know. Talking about people like Adam Sandler. People like Oh, Woody Allen. Yeah, that's the kind I'm trying to think of. Some of those kind of people. Talking about people like George Soros. You know, talking about a certain kind of people here. Talking about people who like bagels. Yeah, the bagel lovers, you know what I'm talking about. I know it's not kosher to talk about them. But, you know. Chelsea just went on like that for like 20 minutes. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. I don't know why why she focused so much in that stream on those racial crime statistics either. That was kind of weird. You know, despite only being 13% of the population. It's like, oh, baby, come on. You gotta get over it. It's a brave new world, man. Chelsea's an extremist. I mean, you know, it's whatever. Chelsea, she-wolf of the SS. Never have you seen such brutality brought to the silver screen. Yeah, Chelsea, you gotta like learn a German accent. Get yourself some fucking, you know, some uniform shit. You know what I'm saying? No? I'll be TJ Goldstein. I'll be in the camp and, you know, you pick me out. Bring me back to your secret sexual sadistic torture lab for fucking experimentation to create the fucking, you know, the super Jew or something. I don't know. Yeah, we'll make a movie of it. Sell it for fucking $3.99. Have my views on Eskimos evolved lately? Yeah, I used to be racist against Eskimos, but then I realized that they're not even really human, so it's like there's no point in hating just a dumb animal. I mean, Eskimos are just garbage people, you know? I mean, they're not people. That's the point. But, you know, that's the problem. I always held Eskimos to the same caliber as a human being, and I was like, they always came so short. But then when I started looking at them as more like, you know, like a beast, I realized, you know, Eskimos just have their nature, and they just live by that nature. And, you know, hating an Eskimo makes no more sense than hating a bacterium, you know, or an ant or a wasp, you know. They're guided by instinct. Can Eskimos talk? I mean, you know, they can replicate sounds that might approximate human speech to the untrained ear. So just to make it clear, I'm not racist against Eskimos. It is a joke. The joke is that Eskimos really don't complain when you act racist against them. I've never had a complaint about it, but whatever. There's not very many Eskimos, I guess. And if there are, they're not watching me. But in case there are any that are taking it the wrong way, whatever. I'm sorry. Keep an Eskimo as a pet? No. No, I don't keep my house cold enough for an Eskimo. They need to be cold enough indoors for their igloo not to melt. So my house is a little bit too warm for them.
You can turn that AC on. Go to the bathroom. Oh, yeah, I guess Eskimo is a slur. They're changing the name of Eskimo pies, aren't they? All right. We're wrapping this soon. So I have to cut some meat up. Yeah, sober up. So much for his diet. Whatever, dude. I have plenty of calories left for the day. I didn't eat too much today. You gotta realize this isn't that late for me. I still have like another 4 hours till bed, so. Well, I don't mean to leave as soon as I get back, but I should probably chill for a little bit to get sober enough to cut this fucking pork shoulder up. So I'll see you motherfuckers. I don't know when. Definitely by next week, but probably before then.